And wait for it. Yeah. I can cause false start penalties. That's an inside joke. Make sure you're following Gridiron Junkies to see all that fun content. Went to New Mexico the week before. I look like a blueberry. I just realized this.
No,
I
you
don't
look
like
like a
the
Lions
wide.
coach.
Let's go to the close up angle. Yes.
Switch to close-up
Yeah.
angle.
Some could say Matt Patricia back in the day. The Matt Patricia shitty Lions days. That's kind of what I look like if I had a pencil in my ear too. NFL Week 7. The reason why I wore the Lions get up today is because I'm telling you right now, this was a wake-up call. This was a huge defensive wake-up call in the sense that the Lions need to focus on acquiring some serious defensive assets because their defense is dog shit. So bad.
Damn.
But we'll touch every single game this weekend. Betting wise, right off the rip, we went to Doghouse with John Orlando, Gio Elmore, host of Action Junkies for John, host of Fitness Junkies for Gio. Make sure you check out those podcasts. Podcast Junkies Network. That's what this is. This Sunday, I got a chance to bring Cameron, so you got a chance to see the Doghouse and see. In past episodes, we talked about how the Doghouse kitchen is a little fucked up in the fact that they deliver waffles from one kitchen and they deliver like eggs and bacon from the other kitchen. And there was already, as we sat down, Cameron, and mind you, this has happened every time I've gone to the Doghouse with these people. I come in usually about 5 to 10 minutes late because Gio's been there since like fucking 9:45. He's Mr. On Time. Shout out to Gio for doing that. The thing is, I always sit down and everybody's already upset. Like we sat down, Cameron, everyone was already upset. In some way, shape, or form, John was like, how the fuck can I not get more syrup? Are they in a syrup shortage? But enough of the stuff that I've already discussed. I want your honest opinion. How is the Doghouse?
I liked it. I kind of like it better than Circa because it's a little more manageable in terms of how many screens there are. I think they have a good amount of screens. Not too many like Circa. Food was pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Small menu. Service wasn't the best. Service was not the best.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know how much I want to be served on when I'm watching the game. I don't know.
How much you want to be served on?
I do. No, I take that back. I want to be.
You're going to let these waitresses step on you.
Watching the game. Get your water refilled. But it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I got my water refilled a significant amount of times. I had to urinate a lot.
But no coffee. We didn't get coffee refill.
We just didn't ask for it. Because kind of we were afraid to. We were afraid to because they were doing so poorly. All right. NFL Week 7. It was a lot of teams that people were like very high on, aka the Lions, aka the Dolphins, and we saw Giants in some way, shape, or form go down today. Notice I didn't mention the Bills, that weak ass fucking team. We will get to them, as we will get to every game, but we start with Thursday Night Football. The Jaguars defeat the Saints 31-24. There's a lot of issues going on currently in New Orleans, and a lot of them have to do with the weak-ass coaching staff. Dennis Allen is just having the worst answers, in my opinion, to the public about Derek Carr playing like shit and the wide receivers being out of sync. So let's just go into what was said after the game. Derek Carr said, "I've been showing my emotions a little too much on my sleeve. I have got to kind of chill out, and that's me holding myself accountable because that's not going to help anything. Just trying to be calm influence in those moments, especially during moments of heightened frustration. I could be that presence to calm everybody down." To which then I go back to all my rants with Derek Carr. He's a phenomenal leader. He knows how to say all the right things. He understands his impact. However, he fucking sucks. He cannot make routine plays routinely the Mike Tomlin way. He's really underperforming. And the thing that I'm starting to resent now is the fact that Jameis Winston isn't more of a fucking dog as a backup quarterback saying, no, I'm done hyping your fucking weak ass up. I'm done saying no.
Put me in, coach.
Stop with that. Jameis, I need to see you helmet on at all times, ready to go. And just constantly next to the OC. Just be like, hey, I'm ready. Because Derek Carr is a fucking liability. We did not improve at quarterback. He has been playing so bad. But mentioned the coaching staff, right? Dennis Allen. Allen, an offensive coordinator, this weak, soft Pete Carmichael that we have questioned whether they need to simplify things in this offense. To which then, Cameron, what have I always said about the Saints this year? What do I say about Derek Carr?
Oh, check down Carr.
Check down Carr.
Check down Carr.
It's so much that Al Michaels on Thursday Night Football was also using that term, in which it was just blatantly obvious because Al Michaels definitely watched all of the Saints games in preparation up to Thursday Night Football. And both him and Kirk Herbstreit were in the agreement that, man, this Saints offense is pretty fucking weak with Derek Carr at quarterback. He's constantly throwing the ball only 5 yards down the line of scrimmage. It looks like Drew Brees at the end of his career, when we're just forcing deep shots and hoping Alvin Kamara can legitimately do everything. Taysom Hill is our only spark plug and reliable red zone source, but that's bad. That's really bad when you have the best receiving core or one of the best receiving cores in the league, but they're just not being highlighted. Or as a matter of fact, they are being highlighted. We just don't know how to fucking perform when it matters most. Third downs, especially. All right. This is what Dennis Allen had to say, and this is why I'm going to leave off on this, because it is a coaching issue. 100% a coaching issue. Our team is too inconsistent right now, and that's what's causing us problems. So we'll have to work to get that done. Allen said as the Saints head into a mini bye week, we've got 10 days to get it done. So the reason why I'm so upset at this, Cameron, is because you have to watch his verbiage. Our team is too inconsistent. It's not the fucking team, motherfucker. It's our fucking offense. Our defense does what it needs to do week in and week out. But it's our fucking offense that just sucks. So say it's our offense that sucks and fire Pete Carmichael or fucking start Jameis Winston. Moves got to be made. There was a lot of boos in that stadium on Thursday night. Mm-hmm. And I was booing from home. 100% booing. Multiple times. On to the next game of the weekend. And that is the Browns. This is the first game of the Sunday slate that we are going to be covering. Browns 39, Colts 38. Cameron, hit me with the stats.
Okay, so Gardner Minshew, he had 4 turnovers in this game, and 3 of which the Browns turned into scores.
Jesus.
And then with these 4 turnovers, he now has 7 in his 2 starts since Anthony Richardson got hurt.
Wow.
So it's not a good start for him.
But I will say the thing that shocked us all as we were sitting at Doghouse is we're like, Gardner Minshew. I first said, okay, Gardner Minshew was scrambling before he scored his first touchdown. He scored 2 touchdowns today, Gardner Minshew. So although he was turning the ball over and the Browns defense continues to score points, more points than their offense, which is super impressive. Gardner Minshew just looked like he was running in slow fucking motion. It was comical. He was just like he needed to unhitch the trailer. The dark blue jerseys did not favor my man. He just looked super slow. And then before I can even say Minshew, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. It was just like back-to-back drives. It seemed like.
I don't know if it was same last week to this week.
So I didn't. I bet Tyrod Taylor last week to have 2 rushing touchdowns. Not Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew, honestly, I got Tyrod Taylor at 90 to 1 odds. Gardner Minshew should have been at like plus 150. Somebody had to have put that bet in. I will see it on Bleacher Report betting or something, and then I will share it to the Gridiron Junkies story. Dustin Hopkins, the kicker for the Browns, has 5 consecutive games with 50-plus yard field goals, setting an NFL record.
Impressive.
Very under the radar, too.
Yeah,
like,
I never heard
nobody's. I literally, I was like, Dustin Hopkins.
Yeah.
Cameron typed this out. I said, Dustin Hopkins. Does he play for the Colts or the Browns? That was literally what I asked you. I didn't know.
I looked.
Dustin Hopkins.
I looked on fantasy. He had 22 points as a kicker.
He's probably had
insane.
He's probably had back-to-back weeks.
Insane. Yeah, last week I think he got like 17 or 12. Still a lot.
We got to inflate those numbers for our kickers in our league. I want our kickers to be scoring in the 30 points too for us to care. Yeah.
Young Ho got me 13.
Young Ho?
Yeah.
Cool.
Young Ho.
Cool. They were yelling that in Atlanta. Something like that. This is a game in which, wow, the Browns are fucking really good. The Browns defense, Myles Garrett. Okay, here's my, I need the fucking audience's help on this. Because they're both amazing players that play in the same division. Who is the best defensive lineman in the AFC North right now? Is it TJ Watt or is it Myles Garrett? It's so hard for me to choose. I'm leaving it up to you, the audience. Comment if you think TJ Watt or Myles Garrett is the best defensive lineman in the AFC North right now. It's so tough for me to decide. Myles Garrett played out of his fucking mind. He jumped over the center on a field goal. Literally one of the most athletic plays I've ever seen in football. I think he may be pound for pound the best football player in the NFL. He's got a body of Adonis. It's just I don't.
Pure muscle.
The steroid. I literally told you I was like the steroids that Myles Garrett must be on. Like, come on, bro. NFL sups. Shooting that right in the. The sups were a little bit off when he took Mason Rudolph's helmet and smacked him upside the head with it.
Well,
that's when the testosterone was a little too much. And now he's at a little more of a mellow dose. Mellow dose of pure crazy man. Next game, Patriots 29, Bills 25. This was a game I didn't even think twice about. As far as putting money on Bill Belichick at home. He fucking owns the Bills. Everybody should have seen this coming. It's a classic letdown spot. However, for me, it was like, okay, if I'm going based off of what I saw last week, the Bills fucking suck. Like, not good.
Whoa. That's harsh. I think they're pretty good.
They damn near lost to the 2 worst teams in the league, Cameron. Back-to-back weeks.
But you beat the best teams in the league. What does that say? What does that say about you?
Okay, so they lost to the Jets this year, the Bills.
Okay.
They're setting the world on fire, the Jets. They almost lost to the Giants. I consider that a loss. Like, even though you won it, like, morale, that's a loss. And then you lose to the Patriots. Cameron, this was Bill Belichick's 300th win. He is the third coach he's third overall in all-time wins. 300 little
That's
dance
impressive.
parties after a game. You only get 16 of them in a season if you're lucky, Well,
wow.
Yeah, so the years it takes to accumulate that. The man's
That's
been
crazy.
around.
Yeah, how many years has he been a coach?
Back when the last pterodactyl just had died, he started coaching. Mac Jones, the person that everybody has just been shit talking is an understatement. Like, they really do not like Mac Jones because of his inconsistency, but then he has games like today where he goes 25 for 30 with 272 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it was mainly the defense, though, and Josh Allen. Cameron, you have 2 things that you wanted to add to this game. Go ahead. Josh Allen, because to me, we started that game, Josh Allen threw a fucking interception on the first play that the Bills had the ball.
Yeah. So that was a little upsetting. He started a little slow. In fantasy, I think he had less than a point until midway through the second quarter. but he was 27-41 for 265 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then he had 1 rushing touchdown, which is good for me. Gets a lot of points. 6 points for me right there. And then Bills had won the past 4 games, the past 4 matchups with the Patriots. The numbers were on their side. The numbers were on their side.
The numbers were on their side as far as the straight. I was looking at it more of like an overall. I think there was on the show that we watch, Barstool Advisors, or it's like Bill Belichick owns the fucking Bills. It's just been as of recently that they've been losing to them. It was an interesting game from the perspective of you should still be very, 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 very afraid of the Bills. But why do they play down to other, opponents' level? Like, this team's offense can be electric. The run game, the thing that everybody's always talked about, has been hurting. I'm actually interested in seeing what the rush stats were, because they really do just rely on Josh Allen, and he will get hurt. Let's stop fooling ourselves. He does not run the football like all these other quarterbacks who are a little more smart and get down. Sure, is he starting to adopt that, but he's more of like a fucking powerful runner. Let's see. James Cook, 13 carries, 56 yards.
He's on my fantasy too.
Yeah?
Ooh, yeah.
Wow, that's bold for you to pick a
well, he's been on my bench. He usually does shit for me. He gets like less than 10 points, but.
Yeah, I mean, and then you start him this week and.
There you go.
Slightly less shot. A little bit better.
I have a quick question, engineering question. The microphone or the iPad's at 7%?
Yeah.
Do I have to plug it in?
No, it's you could try replugging it back in. But hey, here's the thing. We leave these things charging all times. If you ever have wondered if you leave an iPhone or an iPad charging at all times, what happens to it? Sometimes the charging just like randomly cuts. If it dies though, you're completely fine.
Oh, cool.
We're good. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks. Sorry about that.
I just wanted to inform the audience. A little tech time with George. All right. Off from that, on to the next game. Giants 14, Commanders 7. Holy shit. This game shouted, I don't like offense. Let's just count the 3 and outs. The 3 and outs from the Commanders. Cameron, I'm going to have you take a guess. How many 3 and outs do you think the Commanders got?
4.
They had
the whole game?
The whole game.
Oh, 6.
They had 8 3 and outs. 8. Jesus Christ. This Eric Bieniemy offense, like Cutman Tate said on The American Fan, which you can watch tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Make sure you follow them. Cutman Tate was on the show, and he said the Commanders or the Redskins, doesn't matter, different names, same result, trash. Trash. They're a trash organization. It doesn't matter if Bieniemy's in there. They are playing like absolute dog shit. Is Sam Howell the answer? A lot of people think it is. Like, think that all these other teams that are saying, Sam Howell, he's not that bad. It could be a decoy, though, from these other teams. They're like, let's tell the fans that he's not that bad. Let's tell all the other teams that he's not that bad to make the Commanders believe in shit. Like, they're a gullible franchise. The Commanders have not
believe in something. You don't just be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, well, that corner over there said, like, our quarterback was super tough to play against, so he said it. He said it, so, like, it must be he's good, right? No, Commanders bad. Giants equally as bad. They had 5 3 and outs themselves.
Oh, wow.
On third downs, I'm going to my presidential, it's right around the corner. On third downs, the Commanders were 1 for 15. And as a matter of fact, it's crazy. I have Josh Williams from the American Fan calling me right now. And really quick, hey, Josh.
Hey, George. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you say?
I'm on my, I'm doing my Sunday night recap, and it's just beautiful timing because I'm talking about the Commanders. Do you have a second to take some words?
Sure.
Okay, so the Commanders, 8 3 and outs today and 1 for 5 on third down conversions. What is going on, Josh?
Easy. Listen, the offensive line is absolute dog shit. We're really, really, really. Look, the biggest issue with my team, truthfully, is that for the last decade or more, we'll see we have issues somewhere, and we don't resolve it. We say that guys are going to get better, but we don't actually resolve the issue.
Okay.
And so we end up wasting players' primes. We're wasting the defensive line's prime. We're wasting Terry McLaurin because we're not doing the things to help build the team while we have great players at certain spots. So what happens is those players get old, then you decide to fix it. It's finally a strength, and now what was a strength is now a weakness again. And so then it's like, oh, we don't have any receivers. Well, hell, we had receivers for 7 years, and you wasted 7 years saying that you were going to fix this problem. You never fixed it. And by the time it's fixed, another leak has sprung.
Is Sam Howell the answer?
I think so. I mean, listen, Sam Howell needs help. You know what I mean? Like, he needs an offensive line. Like, he can't hit his back foot without panicking and without being freaked out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
poor kid.
When he has good looks, he executes by and large. I thought that the play calling wasn't great today. You know what I mean? If you know that they're going to bring pressure packages everywhere, you need to have better blitz beaters. Simple. You can't just say, oh, they're going to blitz and then not have a plan for the blitz. Like, that's not just on the quarterback.
That's an excellent take there, Josh. Hey, I'm like 15 minutes away from being done. Can I call you after?
Of course. You can hit me up.
All right. Watch The American Fan. I was just talking about this show. You make sure you tune in live at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'll call you after, Josh.
It might not be 11, so hit me back.
Okay. We may be having a time change. It's okay. We're flexible. We are flexible here. It's a live stream. You can watch it whenever the fuck you want. That was crazy, right?
What did he say?
The timing.
Oh.
Just like the timing of him calling right now. Absolutely absurd. Giants ended a 14-quarter touchdown-less streak.
Wow.
In this game.
No way.
Yeah, when they went off and scored 2 touchdowns, I believe in the second quarter is when you had a Darren Waller touchdown and a Saquon Barkley touchdown. Breaking the streak. Wow. That is called that's a drought. That is a 3-game drought. Oh, it's got to feel so good to score that first one. They went ape shit. They went fucking crazy. Like,
I hope so. That's
when,
insane.
When it's like the farmers are like, I don't know how I'm going to make any money. Mother Nature hasn't helped me. And just fucking pours, right? And they're just like dancing in the rain. That's exactly the way the Giants celebrated that touchdown. The fucking shocker of the weekend. It's time to start talking about the shockers. There's been two absolute shockers in both weekends. Last weekend there was 2 shocking games. This weekend there's another 2 shocking games. I've been waiting just to do this. I've been waiting to do this. Okay. They took your heart today, gentlemen. They went out there and they took your heart. But we're Lions. We're Lions. And we're going to bite at the kneecaps of every team that stinking steps on that field with us every week. I'm not worried about the outcome today. Because we're Lions. Something like that. Dan Campbell.
God.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell in the room? Well,
yeah.
where's George?
George?
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Did Dan Campbell just walk in here?
Did
I miss him?
He gave almost like a halftime speech to me. I was inspired. I was so inspired.
God damn it. I can't. Well, did it work? Did the halftime speech work?
Oh, yeah. I'm fired up.
You're fired?
I'm fired up.
Well, the players came out fucking unenthused. The Lions played like absolute shit today. Cameron, there was a stat. As you were typing it, I was like, no way. That isn't a real stat.
Lions.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so Baltimore reached the end zone 4 times before Detroit ever got a first down. Ever got a first down. And they scored in their first 4 possessions. That's sad. That was a tough start for the Lions. Start and finish.
That's a textbook fucking ass whooping. Lamar Jackson finally okay, I'm going to give Lamar half credit here. Okay, half credit. The Lions played the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. And I'm not exaggerating here. We're talking about it's 3rd down and 15. And they were running a baby shit soft coverage. You know how soft baby shit gets? That's the Lions' defensive performance on a 3rd and 15. I remember this play vividly. It was where the Lions could have shifted a little bit of momentum back in their favor, and this is in the first half. And Lamar Jackson, a quarterback who, if there's man coverage on these receivers, he struggles at getting them the ball. He throws it behind them. He feels like he has to pinpoint it into a window. Lamar Jackson was playing fucking Sunday afternoon catch in the park with his friends. That's how soft this fucking defensive coverage was. They would play action roll out. They had the Lions overcommit all their linebackers, and they had at one point in time Patrick Ricard's 320-pound fat fucking body. Not fat, very muscular. Just plowing 15 yards of full head of steam at 320. That should be on Fear Factor. Making that tackle in the open field, seeing a 320-pound, 6'4" fucking behemoth running your way. If I'm a safety, I'm making a business decision, and I am just diving straight for his shoelaces. I'm not going up top on this guy. And I think that was what happened. Just terrifying to think about. The Lions played so fucking bad. The Lions had scored 20 points in their last 15 games, and they scored 6 today, which makes you kind of wonder, right? Because I felt it coming out of my mouth. I feel at the same time that Cameron's dad, who is a diehard Lions fan, probably also said it too. I was like, same old Lions. Oh. Okay. Dang. Here's the thing. Here's the reason why I said it. They haven't done fucking shit to prove that they aren't that. They haven't made a big playoff run. They haven't fucking had a statement playoff win. They have they haven't secured shit. And it just goes to show you that is why the Lions will turn it around, and that is why they will be in the Super Bowl. You need a moment like this, a big fucking, is it the same old Lions? Like a real fucking stinker loss. This was it. Now, we will see if it's same old Lions. I predict they go on a fucking run here and probably don't lose till like December.
That'd be nice.
But we'll see. We'll see. The Ravens prove that when their offense is clicking and Lamar is actually like comfortable in the pocket and the defense is dog shit and it's a good game plan, they're going to put up points, a lot of them. And they're a very fast team as well as the Dolphins are. Like there's a lot of speedsters on that Ravens team, including Patrick Ricard. So fast. So fast. On to the last morning, or we have 2 more morning games. Bears 30, Raiders 12. Dying franchise, the Raiders. They are dead. They are dead. The Raiders, what is their record fall to now? They are now, let's see.
Are like 3-4?
They're 3-4. Doesn't it shock you? Doesn't it feel like the Raiders are way fucking worse than 3-4? I said dead because it's just the honest feeling whenever you see a team like the Bears embarrass you with a quarterback. I will start with this. The quarterback for the Bears today. You saw him and you were like, the fuck is this kid?
He looks like MGK.
He does look a little bit like MGK. He's got like 2 tats right here on his chest plates, half a sleeve. You rarely see quarterbacks yadded.
That's true.
Pretty dope though. When you see a quarterback that's yadded. So let's go into this this fella, okay? Because the Raiders are dead. We'll touch on them at the end. Dead. Tyson Bagent, Cameron, is his name. He was a 0-star recruit coming out of high school. He attended a D2 university, Shepherd University, when they were 0-11.
Wow.
So, dog shit D2 franchise. He was a 0-star recruit. He then proceeds to set the NCAA all-time passing touchdowns record with 159 passing touchdowns.
Wow. My God. At that D2 school?
At that D2 school. He met the Bears offensive coordinator at the Senior Bowl. They were in contact. He was then an undrafted free agent. And then this week, he gets the start.
Good for him.
And
I'm rooting for him. I hope they keep him in. And they win just from now on. They
played extremely well. I should have put his stats on the bottom of that right there. But he went for 162 passing yards and 1 touchdown. I need to see his fucking completion percentage, though. He went 21 for 29 with 1 touchdown. He also had 3 rushes for 24 yards. No touchdowns in that department, though. Very impressive performance. Didn't need to do much against a shitty Raiders team because they're dead. Davante Adams. Okay, this was whenever I can make a sports book funny, I like it. I timed it up well today because I saw the Raiders force feed. I've never seen such a force feeding in my life. They force fed the ball to Davante Adams because in all these weeks leading up to this, they've stated, right, Davante Adams, he's voicing his displeasure. He's saying, "Get me the ball. Like I came here to win games. I know I can produce for this team. I'm not getting the chance. We got to figure this out." Davante Adams proceeded to have 7 catches in the first quarter. They were like, Davante Adams, Davante Adams, Davante Adams, Davante Adams. The rest of the game, 0 catches.
Ooh.
Force fed him early, and then silence. Right back to the same old shit. Put him on a fucking box. Somebody's getting fired from this Raiders organization. Somebody is. Things have got to happen because here's the thing. The Raiders owner, Mark Davis, he just won a fucking back-to-back WNBA championships. He's walking around like his shit don't stink.
He must have so much money.
He's walking around like, oh, I got the ability to say, fuck you. Out of here. I want to win championships.
I want wins.
Can you imagine if Mark Davis went into the locker room and told the players, I've never thought I have to say this to you guys, but those women have more heart than you guys. You guys need to embody some of these things that these back-to-back champions have done. How would those NFL players react to their GM talking about, or their owner talking about, that they need to play more like WNBA champions?
Maybe that would work. Maybe that would turn.
Let me know in the I think that shit would turn pretty fucking like as soon as he left the room, they would be like, "Did this motherfucker really just tell us to act like some girls?
Some winning girls.
Some winning girls." But like, you know what I mean? They're all frustrated. The last thing they need to do is have their fucking manhood degraded.
I
don't know.
It
maybe.
Tough love. It's called tough love.
Maybe. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. But then they'd probably make fun of his haircut. They probably don't respect him that much. He's pretty ugly. It's hard to respect that.
Yeah.
Those bangs.
How did he get all of his money? What did he do? I want to know his backstory.
We'll watch something on the drive. Okay. Brian Hoyer started the game for the Raiders, not Aiden O'Connell, their rookie quarterback. However, Aiden O'Connell did come in and outperformed Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer went 17 for 32 and posted a 37.1% passer rating. Bad. Then Aiden O'Connell came in, went 10 for 13 with 75 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Should they have started Aiden O'Connell? I don't know. Were the Bears playing soft defense at the end when Aiden O'Connell was in? Yes, the Bears were up by a lot, and they were like, oh, yeah. We like when the games are close. We're going to let up touchdowns. Oh, they're not scoring. The Raiders suck? Damn. On to the last game of the morning slate. Then we will hit the afternoon. Falcons 16, Buccaneers 13. Cameron Lee. Young Hoku on your fantasy team, gets you 13 points, kicks a game winner.
Yeah.
Hit me with the stats.
A long one. Okay, so this win stopped an 8-game road losing streak for the Falcons. Good for them.
That's a long time.
Let's see. And then Desmond Ridder, 19 for 25 for 250 yards, 3 fumbles.
Wow.
So they tried to lose it. They tried. They gave the other team a lot of opportunities.
Let's start the case. Desmond Ridder should be examined for point shaving. I need to see his text message threads, all his DMing sorts of any method of communication that Desmond Ridder has used. We need to tap it. We need to find out who is placing these bets for him, because he is purposefully trying to cost the Falcons games. So many red zone turnovers. People are saying same old Ridder. I'm like, yeah, same old Ridder. Wouldn't you do the same thing too if you were putting down big fucking money on the other side? Longest Yard's a good movie, okay? Point shaving is the crime that Paul Crewe, the quarterback, went into prison for.
Really?
He did it in the Super Bowl. Desmond Ridder's just doing it against the Buccaneers, okay, on NFL Week 7. And then the week before when they were playing the Commanders. And NFL Week 6. Examine them. Examine them. Nick Day has brought this point up. I want it further examined. Falcons had 9 penalties for 60 yards. Undisciplined team. Bijan Robinson was hurt. He was questionable going into the game. This is the least favorite thing that I fucking hate. When NFL teams say, this player is questionable, and he's on your fantasy team. And then they fucking tell you like 5 minutes before kickoff, they're like, yeah, no, Bijan Robinson's going to be out today. It's like, I literally have 5 minutes to make this substitution. I don't have Bijan Robinson because I don't put my faith in young running backs quite yet. They got to prove themselves to me. But goddamn. Like, they did it. They waited till the last second. They sat him, didn't play. They still won the game, though. Yeah. This is a game that was so back and forth. It was like, as you're watching it, you're like, whoever has the ball at the end is going to win this. And it happened to be whoever had the ball at the end won.
Young Hoku.
Young Hoku. Falcons. Boom. Field goal. It's good. On to the afternoon slate, in which I did not put any bets in. I went 3 for 3 in the morning slate. I felt pretty confident. I was like, let me take the afternoon slate out. I needed the Rangers to defeat the Astros tonight, and they did.
What was the final?
9-2. I'm calm. Rangers play the Astros tomorrow night, and I know this is a football show, so I'll stop talking about it now. Watch it, people. It's much watch TV. Much watch. Must. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Steelers 24, Rams 17. The play that everybody is going to question all weekend long. The Rams have been in a lot of these fucking questionable calls, right? The Rams kicking that field goal earlier on in the season there was a meaningless field goal, right? As time expires to have them cover. The Steelers go into the Rams facility, SoFi Stadium, which we were told earlier has no air conditioning and is like a greenhouse. It gets very hot in there. But the Steelers play games on the road that really are like home games. SoFi was packed with Steeler fans, and that was the reason why they played pretty well, especially down the stretch. However, the game did come down to a controversial quarterback sneak from Kenny Pickett, in which Kenny Pickett did not get a first down. It was on like a 4th and 1. Kenny Pickett on a tush push. Clearly his knee is down. However, the Rams don't have a timeout, meaning that they can't challenge the play. Had they been able to challenge a play, the Rams get the ball with a chance to tie it up at like midfield. So it probably would have happened. They would have had one timeout as well, going down with like a minute 40 and some change. So this is what was Sean McVay said, and I think it's very healthy for people to understand this about why the Rams are a team where you just need to start paying attention to them now. they have the possibility of going on a crazy run. Similar to the Lions, their offense is so good. And they're starting to get this two-back system going with Royce Freeman, and I can't think of the other one right off the top of my head right now. I think it might be Darrell Williams or something. Darnell Williams. I would have to look it up. However, this play comes down, controversial quarterback sneak. Sean McVay says this about the quarterback sneak. It doesn't matter what I think. The spot that was the spot they made. I'm not going to sit here and make any excuses about stuff that didn't go down. Those plays shouldn't have come down to that if we executed like we were capable of. Very standard boilerplate answer, but it's the right thing. The Rams had plenty of opportunities to stop Kenny Pickett in that weak-ass Steelers offense, and they just failed to do so. 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns from the Steelers put them ahead. Then they go for it on 4th and 1 to put the game on ice. They can't review the play. The Rams are robbed. So if you're able to get one early in the year where you sneak one by Vegas, they come back and they fucking make the phone call and they shove it right up your fucking ass. Horrible spot on that tush push. Go check that play out if you haven't already seen it. Next game. Eagles. I feel like we're missing a game.
Yeah.
Which game did we miss?
One of the afternoon. Maybe a couple.
We missed the Cardinals. We missed the Seahawks. That's fine.
And the Chiefs and Chargers. We don't have that one either.
Well, that one we're going to go quick with. Okay, here we go. The Cardinals versus Seahawks. Seahawks 20, Cardinals 10. Josh Dobbs is trying all he can do. This team is it's tough to say that they aren't like competitive enough to make a wild card push. The NFC is really soft, okay? And I know the Cardinals are 1-6. They're 0-4 on the road. It is a team, though, that's still playing with heart. They haven't fully given up hope yet. All the games they play are close. This is a divisional opponent. Geno Smith goes off, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And Kenneth Walker is starting to get force-fed the way that Pete Carroll likes to do with workhorse running backs, ergo Marshawn Lynch. You're starting to see the same thing with Kenneth Walker. Bigger build, all-purpose backs. The Seahawks, 4-2. They take a firm second-place grasp on the division that will be won by the 49ers. But the Seahawks have the opportunity to make this a very, very interesting division. And the Cardinals, I think, will just play hard till the end. And you just never know. This could be one of those divisions that gets 3 people snuck into it. I don't know. That was a bad take. Cardinals suck. Cardinals suck. What am I even saying? Afternoon slate. Broncos, 19. Packers, 17. Russell Wilson threw for 194 yards at Doghouse. John bet Alex, who has also been on the show before, that Russell Wilson would throw for over 150 yards. Alex, being the pessimist that he is, he was like, oh, under on that. Russell Wilson sucks. Well, Russell Wilson threw for 194 yards, so John Orlando's $20 richer. It's just like the Packers it's going to take Jordan Love some time, Packer fans. You got to bear with him through the bullshit. He's making a lot of plays that now that Aaron Rodgers isn't there coaching him up, he's struggling. He's like, damn, what did Aaron Rodgers say? Did he say to, like, feel my gut? Should I take ayahuasca? I don't know.
Is that what he told me?
Fuck. He's like going back into journals and stuff. Turns out Aaron Rodgers steals all the journals from all the quarterbacks afterwards.
No way.
That would be weird. He's like, you will not remain keeping these secrets. It's a secret sauce. The Broncos, though, go to 2-5. These are 2 teams that, it's similar to the toilet bowl. A week 7 just shit fest. The under on this one was, I think, the over-under was set at like 37. and they got 36.
Ooh.
It's like, it's crazy the way they set these lines.
Yeah. Same. The Lions over was 43, and they scored 44. So I hit, but
the Chargers, and we'll just skip ahead to that game because I don't even want to cover this fucking Broncos bullshit. The Chiefs defeat the Chargers 31-17. In this game, the Chiefs and Chargers scored 41 points in the first half. The over-under was 48.5.
Wow.
They then scored 7 points in the second half.
Oh.
Yeah. Which puts it at 48. The hook kills you. So if you pick the over, you lost.
Crazy.
But you're like damn near tearing up that ticket.
That's so upsetting.
Yeah.
That's a bad beat.
Yeah,
No
but
way.
Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are like humming at all cylinders. You saw Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes' wife do a little dance today, little chest bump. So fucking cute.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God, I fucking love it. Patrick Mahomes, 424 yards, 4 touchdown passes,
Wow.
1 interception.
That's a lot of yards.
The Chiefs put on a fucking clinic today. They put on hey, there's legitimately nothing that anybody in our division can do to stop us. See us in the Super Bowl. Like, we are going to make the playoffs. We're going to steamroll any team that we see in the first 2 rounds. See you in the Super Bowl. The Ravens will come to town. And they will defeat them. They will defeat them, I promise.
The Lions. They got to defeat the Lions.
The Lions will be on the NFC.
Oh, you're saying, I thought you were talking the Super Bowl.
Nope.
Obviously not.
Nope. That's that. There was no other games that I needed to cover. That was it. Now we are on Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, Eagles 31, Dolphins 17. Jalen Hurts finally opened up as a pocket passing quarterback that it was a side that I needed to see from this Eagles team. They controlled the fucking ball really well, and Jalen Hurts is starting to dial in this old school college style where he's stepping into throws when he knows he's going to get absolutely rocked. It's this gunslinger mentality. A.J. Brown goes absolutely off. 10 catches, 137 yards, 1 touchdown for him. Jalen Hurts throws for 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. It was never in question, this game. It was never in question. It was when the Eagles got out early, I should have known then, and I should have made a play on betting them live because it was just guaranteed. They control the clock too well. And instead of being full clock control mode tonight, they kind of opened up that passing game. They made big time plays. Eagles are for real. Eagles are for real. This was a game in which, Cameron, I blame it on you. I said the Lions, they went down to the Ravens today. They were a team everyone was high on, going to play a very good team away, and then we saw them get fucking annihilated. And then I was like, Cameron, I kind of want to put a bet on the Eagles. We're always going to bet the over, and the over did not hit. 48.
Oh.
It was 53.
Yeah.
It was a high one. It was high. So anyways, I was like, Cameron, I want to put it down on the Eagles. There's the team that is traveling this week that is low key a good underdog to choose just got crushed. And you said,
I said to take the Dolphins. I took the Dolphins. I had faith in them.
You said it can't happen twice.
It can't happen twice.
It can't happen twice.
I don't think it did. They didn't.
It happened twice.
Get annihilated.
It happened twice.
I guess it depends.
I put it in. I put in the Dolphins. It happened twice.
It did indeed.
Fuck.
It did. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
It's okay. It's okay. Cameron, it's okay. That is the entire NFL Week 7 slate. Going into the Monday night matchup, I'm going to be honest with you. The 49ers are going to cream apostrophe pie the Vikings. Primetime Kirk Cousins. He's going to play like shit. No Justin Jefferson. It's going to be a very, 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 very long night for the Vikings.
You think?
It's going to be over early. It's going to be ugly. Watch the Rangers defeat the fucking Astros to go to the World Series. That's all you need to be focused on. I'm George Carmona, your host, your lovely, lovely stat analyst for the evening, Cameron Wittowitz. She has been doing amazing.
Oh, geez.
You've been doing amazing. Own your moment.
Hello, Cameron. You can follow me at Cameron Lee 97.
That's so funny that you said hello, and we are closing the show.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye. See you next week. We got lots of content coming out. Deuces. We out. We out. We out.